Hello my friends, in today's episode on Grainificent, I will be doing a little comparison about the Pentax 645 medium format film camera and the Mamiya 645 medium format camera. So how do they compare? So without further ado, let's get into the video. So let's start with weight. The Pentax 645 weighs 1,704 grams, which would come out to about 3.76 pounds. The Mamiya 645, on the other hand, weighs 1,760 grams, which is 3.88 pounds. But if you use the waist level viewfinder instead of the prism, it only weighs 1,423 grams, which is about 3.14 pounds. So it depends if you want this giant prism on it, or you could of course get rid of the prism and put on the waist level viewfinder. So in terms of weight, I would say neither is better, neither get a point, because it depends what you want. If you want the prism viewfinder, then of course the Pentax will win by a tiny little bit in weight. If you don't need the prism viewfinder and you're okay with the waist level viewfinder, then the Mamiya would get a point. But then again, if you're using flash with your camera, you have a hot shoe on the Pentax, and on the Mamiya you can't use it has a hot shoe, but you can't use it if you have a waist level viewfinder, because you take off the prism, you put on the waist level viewfinder, it doesn't have any hot shoe. So you get rid of the hot shoe at that time. So if you want to use flash, you have to use the prism viewfinder. That's why neither get a point. Next on the list we have top shutter speed. Well, on the Mamiya 645 it goes up to 1/500th of a second. On the Pentax 645 it goes up to 1/1000th of a second. Of course, you can say that, oh, you could buy a Mamiya 645 1000, that would go up to 1,000th of a second also. Yes, you can, but the Mamiya as it is already a bit more expensive with the prism viewfinder than the Pentax. So in terms of cost, the Pentax will get the point. Also, let's say handling. The Mamiya, if you don't have the extra hand, the winder or anything like that, as it is already, it's more expensive than the Pentax. You have a hand crank, and you can release the shutter on the top of the camera with the button, or down here under the lens. And for the shutter cable, you only have it under the lens here to plug it in. On the Pentax, the only way you could release the shutter is with the button up top here. You have a nice handle, so it's more comfortable to carry, and it's automatic winding. So when you take a photo, it automatically goes to the next frame. Let's hear it. Just like that. So in terms of handling, the Pentax is a little bit better weighed out, because you have the batteries, which we will get to in a moment, heavy batteries in the handle here, and it's quite evenly weighed out. The Mamiya, it's very heavy to the left. Even if you would have a handle, it would be very heavy to keep it straight. The weight is more center weighed, so as you have it like this, it's not bad. But if you would have a handle, it would weigh you down a little bit to the left. And on the Pentax 645, the weight is quite evenly distributed, so you don't feel it weighing down here. It's like center weighed as it is already. So handling, I would give a plus to the Pentax 645 just because of the handle. So you could keep it in a handle much easier and focus with the other hand. On the Mamiya, you kind of don't have where to grab it, how to grab it and focus. You would have to hold it like this with the shutter down below here and focus and take a picture, which is kind of awkward position. So the Mamiya is great for the waist level viewfinder, but not for the prism viewfinder. So in terms of handling, the Pentax gets the point. Batteries. The Mamiya works on a single little tiny battery like this, and it lasts quite a long time. The Pentax, on the other hand, since it's a camera that has a lot of automation, it uses a battery pack of 6 AA batteries in the grip. That's why the grip part is heavy, because it has a lot of batteries in there. Again, I'm guessing if you would buy an auto winder for the Mamiya, it would be quite heavy as well, but that would add a lot more weight to the Mamiya, so the Mamiya system would be much heavier still. So I will give the Mamiya with the battery size. Less batteries, less battery problems, so let's give it a plus for the Mamiya. The other thing, the Pentax has a mode where you can shoot continuous. So you could set it to single shot and it takes one photo when you hold the shutter release, and even if you hold it, it won't take any more photos. Just like this. It's on single shot. Let's hold it. And I'm still holding it. It's not taking any more photos. So if we take it on continuous, it takes 1.5 photo per second. Let's see how that goes. Just like that. You can't do anything like that on the Mamiya because you take a photo, by the time you wind and take another photo. There, let's wind it again. There, let's use the hand crank, but you're getting quite messy with that. So, but of course, who takes continuous shots on the medium format, right? So, yeah, I don't know if that's an option you really need on medium format, but it is good to have. So now another thing where the Mamiya will get the point is the mirror up lockup. You could lock up the mirror when you're taking like a long exposure and then take a photo, and only the shutter moves, the mirror is already locked up. Whereas if you want to take a longer exposure on the Pentax, it still has to move completely the mirror out of the way, but then again it does it in a way that doesn't have much shake. But if you're looking for the mirror up position, well, the Mamiya has it, the Pentax doesn't. And as we already spoke, the Mamiya is completely manual. The aperture is manual. Focusing, well, of course, focusing, both of them are manual. But the aperture is completely manual. The time is completely manual. So you have to constantly set those settings. On the Pentax, you could have everything manual as well, but you can put it into auto mode or aperture priority. In complete auto mode, all you have to do is focus and take the picture. The camera will decide what aperture to take and what shutter speed to use, and it will take the picture. Or you could do aperture priority, where you set your aperture and it chooses the appropriate time. Or you could set it to shutter priority, where you choose the shutter speed you want and it will decide about the aperture. So you have all three modes: completely automatic, shutter priority, and aperture priority. All you have to do is just focus and take the picture. So that's a big plus where the Pentax comes in, because it makes your work a little bit faster. That's what you need, of course. Of course, we have almost the same lens put on them. The Pentax has a 75mm 2.8 and the Mamiya has currently on the 80mm 2.8. Another thing about these cameras is the Pentax 645 does have available flash units with TTL, whereas the Mamiya only has a manual flash release. If you're looking for that, flash with TTL, with automatic functions and all that, you got the Pentax. And something that the Pentax does have on a plus, if you would be shooting longer exposures in the dark, I don't know why you would need the automatic mode for that, but let's say it's a little bit darker outside. On the Mamiya, you don't have lit up shutter speed or anything like that. You have to get some light, a little bit brighter light, to see what your shutter speed is set to, what your aperture is set to. On the Pentax, you have an LED light on the little display that lights up and you can see what exposure you're at. So even if you wouldn't need completely the screen and you would just be doing long exposures on the Mamiya, the frame counter, you would need to put a light to it, get something bright. On the Pentax, you have a little LED light that lights it up. And another thing is with the light meters. In the Mamiya 645, you have to press the button on the side here to activate the light meter. And you only have a little LED light that moves up and down when you're changing the exposure to show you where you're at with the exposure. So you have an LED light. When you're underexposing, the LED is towards the bottom part, going down. When you're at the correct exposure, it will turn green in the center. And when you're overexposing, it will turn red and go higher. The same happens when you turn the aperture. It also measures through the aperture if the exposure will be correct or not. And inside the viewfinder, you have no information about the shutter speed or the aperture. So you have to keep looking on the outside of the camera what settings you have set. The Pentax, on the other hand, as you see by this video already, the screen is brighter in the viewfinder, and when you turn it on, you can see in the lower right hand corner shutter speed and the f-stop that the camera will be choosing. You can go into program mode where you choose the aperture not on the lens, just with the buttons directly, and the camera will expose automatically. Or you can take your lens out of automatic aperture and choose the aperture directly on the lens, but in automatic mode it will not see an F number down there. But how different menus affect what you see on the screen there, that will be in the more in-depth review of this camera. So if you're interested in it, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss it. And it will, if it does come out by the time you're watching this video, all the videos related to these cameras will be linked in the description down below. So we came to an end basically comparing these two beautiful cameras. An area where the Mamiya will get a point over the Pentax is the modularity. You can replace the prism to a viewfinder. You can add an auto winder if you need one. So the modularity will give this a plus. Because if the shutter breaks or there's something wrong with the bodies aren't that expensive themselves. You can replace the body and still keep the prism and your winder, things like that. And with the 645, basically the body is the majority of the cost. So the modularity of it will be a benefit on the Mamiya system. The Pentax will get a plus for mounting on tripods because it has a tripod mount underneath, just like the Mamiya. So they're the same in that area. But the Mamiya can only be mounted by the bottom. So if you want to take vertical shots, portrait shots, you would have to have a tripod head that twists to the side. The Pentax, on the other hand, has the mount underneath and has the mount on the side. So you don't have to twist your tripod to the side and have the center of mass out of the center. You could mount the Pentax sideways right on top of the tripod, preventing any accidental tipping over. So if you do a lot of portrait photos, the Pentax has that extra mount to mount the camera on. And of course the automatic winding feature. If you're taking portraits of someone and you have all your settings preset and you just want to chat and take photos and you just want to connect a cable release, so you don't have to look in the viewfinder all the time, click the button, you just want to stand beside. With the Mamiya you can't do that without the auto winder because you have to manually wind the camera each time. With the Pentax you could just stand around, talk, and every time you press the shutter release it will take a picture and automatically wind. That's a little comparison about these two cameras. I love them both, but if I were to choose only one, I'm going with the Pentax 645 due to the due to the automatic functions, because I hate using the waist level viewfinder, and the work on the Mamiya is just a little bit too slow. I prefer a little bit quicker job catching the moments of posing and all that, and an auto winder is a necessity. So at this price, for me, the Pentax wins. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about these two cameras? Which one would you choose and why? And if I missed anything, let me know in the comments down below as well. If you have any questions about how to use specific cameras and how to set the settings and everything, how they work, like I said, the videos about them specifically will be in the description down below, so take a look there. Thank you for watching, my friends. Take care and see you in the next video.